This is a Rogue Media Network podcast.
Now what's going to happen is my Snapchat's going to go off and everybody's going to have DMs. Everybody's going to know during the show. It's going to distract me. I'm going to say, I told you I record at 3:30. And you don't have to call me sir. I'm 34.
Oh, okay.
You're 24?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
It's okay. You're good.
It's a habit.
No,
Okay.
it's cool. So I started my whole career when you were only 10.
Yeah.
But that's okay. Look, you know why I look fantastic, Jessie? Because I don't use illicit drugs. So there you go. That's why I have perfect teeth. All right,
Hey everyone, you're listening to The Public Affair with me, Andrew G. I see someone different every episode, but do me a favor, keep it between us.
Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Andrew G, and welcome to another exciting episode of The Public Affair. I am so excited to get into this next guest. You guys know that I really like bringing on young, talented, driven people. I really feel like that we need to be keeping our eye on people that are up and coming because we need to make sure that we pave the way for them and give them a platform to promote whatever they're doing. And one of my very good friends, Al, with Chefito's Kitchen, told me about this young man, and I was like, I absolutely have to have him on the show when I saw that what he was doing on social media. But we'll get more into that in just a second. I would like to encourage you to like, share, and subscribe. And before we continue, I want to definitely thank Rogue Media Network and my boy Mason out there who's producing this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, I'm going to use this opportunity. I'm just going to give a shout out to just a few of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us by David Santabanez with Alinea Real Estate. He is the #1 sales agent in his office. That's right. He's going to help you buy a home or sell your property. Listen, if you guys don't know how to buy a house, you don't really know what the process entails or anything like that, my boy David Santabanez is going to make sure that he walks through the process step by step and gets you everything that you're looking for, exactly what you want. He is the best in his business, and that's why he's the #1 sales agent. Se habla español también. Muchas gracias, mi amigo David Santabanez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to my girl, Anika Armstrong. I love you, Anika. I love you so much with Armstrong's Bayou Cafe. I just had the blackened chicken pasta the other day, and it was giving. It was delicious. She's serving the most authentic Creole cuisine with a wide selection of signature crab cakes, pasta, seafood, and more. My favorite, of course, is any pasta that you can get over there. I love building my own pastas. Of course, their popular choices are the loaded seafood potato and so much more. Make sure you guys go check them out at Union Hall and Union Grove, and you can book the food truck as well and ask for catering. Anika Armstrong, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to Blue Star RV Services with Manny Guerrero, who I ran into today, doing fabulous. He's doing wonderful. He's a mobile RV tech who can fix all RVs. Oh, and this is perfect for you because you get a lot of food trucks out there, and sometimes things break. So you got to save Blue Star RV's phone number, because you just call Blue Star RV and he'll come out there and fix the fryer because we want French fries with our burger. Hold up. Okay? He deals with the warranty company, so you don't have to. Make sure you guys follow him on social media at Blue Star RV Services. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, to my very good friend Jeff Davis, a Texas car plug at University Mazda Kia, who knows to get the best deal on a brand new or pre-owned vehicle. No credit, bad credit, whatever the case is, he works effortlessly to make sure that you're rolling off the lot in something. Call now with the number on the screen. Jeff Davis, thank you so much for all you do for me and The Public Affair, bro. And keep doing your thing. You are killing it out there. Much love, much love, much love. All right, guys, like I said, I'm super excited to have this next guest onto The Public Affair because you want to know why. I was told that he's really a well-motivated, driven young man. I was super excited to see what he was doing for the city of Marlin because Marlin, we don't all talk about Marlin enough. You know what I mean? I've had a few people on the show from Marlin, definitely have had my fair share of friends from Marlin. and so I really wanted to highlight this person, and I'm super excited when he agreed to come onto the podcast because now a lot of people are really scared of me and they say no, and I don't know why. But anyway, running C7's food truck in Marlin, I'm so grateful to welcome Jessie Carrizales on The Public Affair. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Jessie, well, I'm doing really good. I'll have to admit, okay, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today, so I'm just trying to make it. But you want to know what? It's if I'm sweating and I'm flop sweating, my bad. Okay,
yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
It's all good. But thank you for driving from Marlin to be over here on this beautiful Saturday. I truly appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
And let me formally just let you know that I'm proud to see what you're doing for the city of Marlin and trying to get a lot of traffic over there. I think that was such a great idea. One of my very good friends, Chefito's Kitchen, Al Gutierrez, actually told me about you. And basically, I just do whatever he says. And then I said, so I should basically have just Jessie on the show. And he said yes.
Okay.
You know, what is the... why is it so important for you to put Marlin on the map?
Well, see, I've been living there since I was 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Marlin used to be fun. They used to have takeout wrestling out there. They used to have events and stuff like that, but it kind of died down throughout as the years went on, and it just kind of got boring. And I'm just like, if nobody's gonna do something, I'm gonna do something.
I know. And it's so crazy too for you to, for me to think about how young you are. When I was 24, I was starting my career, but I was still pretty reckless. I wasn't trying to like make changes. Like I was on the radio, so I was out there partying, getting drunk at every single thing. And I feel like in a way you're almost missing out on some of what you should be experiencing right now. But you almost have this drive to really just kind of like change the narrative of the city and bring more people about it. So I wonder what inspired that for you. Like why was that? Why did you just wait? Why did you just not go to the rancho and just drink like all of us?
Well, I don't know. It's just, I guess it comes from my parents. Just try to do better for people, or, try to make a change. And even if it's a small change, just try to make it.
Yeah, okay.
So,
hello.
Yes, sir.
I see, bro. Okay, so listen, why don't you talk to me a little bit about your experience and your life growing up in Marlin? Now, I do got a good 10 years on you, okay? And I've had, like I said, I've been to Marlin quite a few times, and it's giving. The city's, it's growing. I will say, you know what I mean. It's not my favorite HEB, but it's growing. No, it is. No shade. I'm just saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have some friends from Marlin, and it does look like the city could use a lot of improvements. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
And it doesn't look like anybody's trying to like move forward with that. And so before we get into all that, I would love to know about your life growing up and your experience in that city.
Yes, sir. So I originally...
Hold on, he keeps calling me sir, and I feel like an old ass bitch. Dude, stop this. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. That's because you keep calling me sir. And I'm like, how old do I look? I'm young and hip, Jessie, okay? You're good, bro. You're good. I'm teasing you. Yeah. We have fun here.
So, like I said, I moved to Marlin when I was 4. I came from Mexico.
Oh, hello.
And I went to school there till my 7th grade year.
Yeah, bro.
And then I made school change to Bremond.
Oh, I know where Bremond is.
Yeah, I mean
that's the woods, bro.
Yeah. It was a different big change.
Sure.
Big change.
Okay.
There was 36 students in my class, or my whole entire class. So,
yeah, bro.
It was like I said, it was a big change, but I think moving to Bremond kind of built me also because they just have a different mindset out there. The coaches, the teachers,
sure,
they actually want to develop their kids.
Okay,
and back then, we weren't just seeing that from Marlin. We weren't seeing no progress at all.
Sure.
But I honestly couldn't tell you how it is now. But
when you say no progress, you're talking about like in the education system.
Yes,
I would be inclined to agree with you.
Yes.
Okay, so while I'm over here joking about men and stuff like that, I worked I used to be a mobile phlebotomist. And we did a lot of work in Marlin, so I could see where you're coming from in that aspect. Because I was like a lot, no shade on Marlin, right? Because again, shout out to my boy Joaquin who was on the show as well. A lot of them just seemed like they were misdirected, but then it looked like a lot of the adults in the situation weren't really trying to.
Yeah,
it was like
do
this is what we
it.
have. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
So, and after I graduated from Bremond, I actually went to TSCC, and I went there for welding.
Hello.
And so I've been doing that for the past 5-6 years as my full-time job.
Yeah,
but as I went by, I was like, man, I have more potential. I have my own hat brand.
Well, you didn't get me a hat.
My own brand,
Jesse.
I should have.
Yeah, what the hell? I would have wore the hat on the show. Okay. I told you I'm sick. It would have helped me sweat it all out. Okay. No, okay, wait. So you have your own hat brand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, wait. Just give it a little plug-in real quick. What's it called?
It's Jesse's Hat Company.
Okay, cute.
Yes, sir. It started off as a shaping cowboy hats.
Yes, okay.
And then I just started seeing different hat companies like, I can do something with this. So I got my cousin to make me my logo, and it just went on from there.
Okay, so first of all, congratulations. That's great. You've accomplished more in the 24 years that you've been living than I have in 34. So anyway, no, which is fantastic, bro. I think a lot of people need to hear that. Coming from Mexico, was there a lot of struggle for you? I know like sometimes a lot of people, there was a language barrier, and then, we have the immigration thing going on right now.
Well, honestly, I didn't struggle as much as other people did. Other people had it better, had it worse. I mean, but there was a time where when we got here, we didn't have a house.
Okay.
I had to live. I had to live in my uncle's. I had to sleep at my uncle's place, and while my parents slept at another place.
Oh wow!
So yes, sir, and it was stuff like that. And then my dad, he wasn't financially situated.
Sure.
So it was
okay,
kind of
got you. But family's doing good now. They're thriving.
yes.
Hello, okay.
Yes,
Let
yes,
that,
sir.
you know, we talk quite a bit about immigration on this show. And for some
sir.
reason, they got people on my neck. I don't know. If I sit down and pee, Jessie, they're on my fucking neck. But that's a different conversation. We're trying to keep it cute on this one, all right? I've had a really trying week. Okay, I'll tell you that. Okay, let's get right into C7's food truck park, okay? Or excuse me, yeah, food park is what it's called. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Starting that. Why? What amongst other routes that you could take? And here's the thing, right? Like people become welders, and welders they be getting that coin. Let's not sleep on welders. You know what I mean? And then you want to do the hat company and everything. But what was it that gave you that spark of inspiration to say you want to know what this is what I want to do right now?
Because I feel like Marlin needs different. That's what it needs. I think everybody's used to the same old Marlin. Going from McDonald's to Dairy Queen to El Charro. I mean, it's just a rotation,
Yeah.
And I feel like, man, let's do something different,
Okay.
Let's bring a vibe to Marlin so
Sure.
where people can get together and have a good time.
Sure. How does that start for you though? Like, how do you be like, okay, this is where I want location to be, and this is what? Because it looked like kind of too, Jessie. It looked like you were kind of doing everything by yourself.
I did.
Like you were doing everything by yourself.
Yes,
Like
sir.
what? How did you sit back and say, okay, this is where we're gonna put it. This is how I'm gonna want to get it to look. Like what? How did all that come about?
Oh, well, man, it was just really one day I was in San Antonio and I was like, man, I think I could. No, I wasn't in San Antonio. I'm sorry. I was at work. And
That's
I was
a big
just
difference, Jessie.
yes, big difference.
Yes.
I was at work and I'm at work. While I'm working, I'm just thinking of stuff, and all of a sudden a food park came to mind.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna just take action and do it.
Take action and do it. Okay, got you. So was there a particular spot in Marlin where you were driving by and you're like, okay, this would be a cutesy-wootsy spot? Or, like, I guess, did you draw out a plan? Because like we were just saying a second ago, it seems like everything was just you.
Yes. So actually that spot where it's at, my dad bought it.
Oh,
Okay, and that spot, there used to be an old movie store, and that movie store burned down.
Oh, shit.
And the slab is still there. The concrete slab is still there and everything. That's his. And there's a hill up there that's where I like the spot because there's a really nice tree out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what, I can do something with this. And it has everything I need. It had a water meter. It had a pole set.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like,
And he was okay with that.
He was okay. He was like,
How ironic that the movie theater burned down, but the slab existed. Jessie.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just saying.
Did I say movie theater? I mean, movie store. It's a movie
the
store.
movie store. Yeah,
Yes,
you said. I thought you said movie theater. Unless I'm hearing things. I told you I was sick. Okay, so basically, it sounds like everything was like set in place because this was meant to be, right? And so Dad already has his property. Okay. Now, one thing that I really wanted to ask you is because I have a lot of friends, like we mentioned Chef Ethos, right? Of course, Armstrong's Bayou, she has a food truck as well. You got to get her out there. And I've had a lot of friends in the food industry, and they say that it's really hard getting their license to serve food or to set up in places like that. Did you run into any of those obstacles when you were building this park?
No, sir. It was actually the hardest obstacle for me to face was with the electric company.
Oh, really?
Because so I had already set up my electricity while doing this project, and turns out Encore went out there to go hook up the electricity, and they said they couldn't. I needed a new pole.
Oh, wow.
So there was a situation where there was like, okay, let us put a new pole in.
Yeah.
And we'll give you this pole so you can keep your electricity.
Got you.
But they told us it'd be 3 months out. And I started this project back in July.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm just now opening in November.
Right.
So that's why it took a little bit longer than expected. But
So of all things, it was the electric, really?
all things.
How were you able to fund something like this? I don't want to pry, right? But this sounds very expensive.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like we mentioned, the welding, unless you're selling millions of hats and we just didn't know about it. Yeah.
Well, everything came into play, working, the hats, just kind of saved up. And
Oh, okay.
yes, sir.
This was all you,
Yes, sir.
Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Was that like a bit daunting? Did you wish that there were people behind you that were kind of helping, or?
I mean, there is. My dad, he's always offered to help.
Yeah.
But I always like to kind of do stuff on my own.
Okay, got you.
It wasn't nothing really.
That's better that way too. Because then excuse me, because then people want to start getting a piece of your cake too. You know what I mean? So yeah, they want to be like, oh no, I put up that fence pose. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay. So between since July, one thing that because I watched you, there was a news article that they published of you, and one thing that I noticed was you made a statement, or I read the statement that said there was a lot of negativity behind Marlin in the last few years, and that could have been because of the lack of drive that people have or anything. What was your perspective in that negativity? Like, what do you think that stemmed from?
So, one was because of the school.
Okay.
I can't remember, 3 or 4 years ago, I think only 4 kids were going to graduate.
Get out of here.
Or something like that.
Oh, no.
Or
for
like,
real?
most of the class wasn't supposed to graduate.
Wow.
And I don't know what all happened between that, but it was that. The water problems in Marlin.
Okay.
That's a consistent problem till
Sure.
today. So it was just stuff like that. I'm like, well, let's bring something good to the news,
Yeah. Well, okay. It sounds like you should be running for city council. You know what I mean? Because don't you think a lot of those issues kind of like stem from the leadership in that city? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Is that something you ever wanted to get involved in? Because we like to eat. You know what I mean? But
no,
you're the one calling all these issues out, bro. You need to do something.
Yeah. No, I've never thought of that, but it's just stuff that I feel like people kind of need to start pointing out.
Yeah, sure.
So we can see improvements in the city.
Yeah. But, and then Marlin, like, it's not very far, right? So it was like 20, 25 minutes to get here, whatever the case. But, how we get the food trucks out there. What is your tactics to actually, like, why should people drive all the way to Marlin for that? You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Or are you really, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Or do you really just kind of want to cater to the people of Marlin? Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's for everybody, If I'm like I said, it's something different. It's an outdoor vibe.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of small towns around Marlin, a lot. Bremont, Rosebud.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So where people can go and just have a good time,
I got you. Okay. And so listen, I want to talk a little bit more about the your first opening night, okay, and a little bit more about that. But I also want to talk about some things that happened in your life, like grandpa just passing away and everything, and why he was the motivating factor in your life. But you guys, we're gonna take a quick break, okay? And when we get back, we're gonna have more of my very special guest, he made me nervous, with Jessie Carrizales here on the Public Affairs. Make sure you guys stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of The Public Affair. My very special guest, Jessie Carrizales, who runs C7's Food Truck Park in Marlin, Texas. Now, before we continue, I definitely want to use this opportunity to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. This episode is brought to us, of course, by Banda's Hauling Service with Julian and Ana Banda. They rent dump trailers. You fill it up, they haul it away. They also do junk removals and tree bush removals, and they haul cars in and out of town. And don't forget, you guys are also offering roll-off dumpster services as well. Perfect for those big, giant get-togethers, or if you just want to do your own cleaning, or maybe if you're at C7's Food Truck Park in Marlin and they leave all their trash all over the place, you can call Banda's Hauling Service. He's going to go out there.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to go out there. He's going to pull up. He's going to leave you the dumpster, put everything in the dumpster, come pick it up. It's perfect, Jessie. It's perfect.
Sure.
Take his number down too. Okay. Hey, definitely, you guys, Banda's Hauling Service is definitely one of the most reliable businesses out there. And Julian really does his big one. So Banda's Hauling Service, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to our friend Al Gutierrez and Adriana Gutierrez at Chefito's Kitchen, serving the best in Latin cuisine, including arroz con gandules. Oh, I love me a Cuban sandwich, some plátano maduro. I love la tripleta sandwich. I eat that when I'm drinking a mimosa from the bar across the way, and some French fries. I love their guava ribs. You guys, they are fantastic when it comes to Spanish food, from the likes of Puerto Rico, Cuba, Mexico, Peru, all these, Colombia, all these Spanish countries. They just bring them all together. Chefito's Kitchen, there is nobody that is serving a Spanish food like Chefito's Kitchen. Make sure you guys hit them up at Union Grove. Ask for their food truck as well, and for catering. Chefito's Kitchen, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, to my boy Sid Rodriguez, located at Elite Barbershop at 135 North Hewitt Drive, Suite 121. You can call the number on the screen or download the Squire app. Walk-ins are welcome as well. As Marcus Guerrero, Chris Reyes, Santos Cordova, David Rodriguez, Isaac Chavez, Isai Reyes, Kayla Chapa, and Sam Ceballos, who for the last 2 episodes of this podcast has actually cut my hair because I missed my appointments with Sid. I'm sorry, Sid. Okay, but he's actually cut my hair the last 2 appointments. Elite Barbershop has an array of elite barbers that are truly going to make you look crispy and look cute and feeling fresh for anything you have going on. Elite Barbershop, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode of The Public Affair. And of course, Tisoko Soccer Academy with Dominic Gutierrez and Ariana Gutierrez, located at 5100 Franklin Franklin Avenue. They offer teen, small group, and individual skills training and elite skills training to make your kids superb star athletes as well. They also offer occasional open play, so make sure you guys are following their social media page. And for the adults, they got the various leagues. I don't want to go out there and see you guys fighting, okay? Just go out there and play soccer, okay? Yeah, I'm sure Jessie doesn't want to see you, okay? And then, of course, they have superior daycare services as well with staff that you can trust. SoCo Soccer Academy, thank you so much for all you do for me and the public affair. All right, guys, we're back with my very special guest, Jessie Carrizales with C7's Food Truck Park. You don't play soccer?
No, sir. It was,
Yeah.
I'm more into. I used to play when I was younger.
Sure.
Till I was 15, and then kind of got into football, and then I just been following it ever since.
Yeah.
And then I played some baseball also.
Okay, yeah. You look like you'd be a soccer player. I'm not judging. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You're tall and slanky like a soccer player. You know what I mean, bro?
Yes, sir.
It's not. I'm not.
No, you're good.
Okay.
No, you're good. I'm not taking it. Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Okay. 24 years old. Okay, you are accomplishing quite a bit. You have your own hat company. You got your welding license. You got C7's Food Truck Park. But you don't have time to like go out. Like you don't date and stuff like that. Or
I don't. I'm single.
Jessie, the gays. I'm telling you right now, bro. The gays are gonna be all in your DMs. Okay? Don't be mad at me. I'm not gonna be in your DMs, bro. We're cool. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I'm good. Yeah.
No.
But girls too. I have a lot of older women that like young men like you. They'll be on your DMs too.
Really?
Yeah, you can get you a sugar mama.
Maybe
she'll buy the
hopefully,
lights for
I'll buy one of them.
Yeah, they'll be like, hey, I heard you're single and you need new light posts at C7's Food Truck. So sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh yeah, you got to.
But you don't feel like you're missing out on anything. So like you don't feel like you want to go out there and kind of like spread your wings, maybe go out with some friends and stuff.
I think I sometimes do. I see people my age traveling, going out, but
fuck traveling. That costs too much money. I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But at the end of the day, I'm shooting for long-term stability. Kind of.
Okay.
Like when I'm older, I don't want to work as much. I don't want to. I want to. I'm kind of saving all that too.
You're
when I'm
setting
older.
up for later. Jessie, there's nothing wrong with that. I wish I would have did that too. Okay, I just got famous and negligent. and then let people use me. And now I'm barely discovering my body's a temple. So don't be like me is what I'm saying. All right, bro? No, that's good though. Where do you think that, did your parents kind of raise you like that? Or was that just always you?
I feel like that was always me. My parents were pretty lenient.
Sure.
They let me go out whenever I wanted to.
Yeah.
There was times where I had to stay home and finish my stuff before I went out. But,
right.
No, it was really just me. Trying to do my thing and hopefully I don't have to work hard when I'm 40.
That's what's up. Yeah. Bro, why you gotta take jabs at me?
No.
Okay. I'm only 34.
No.
No, bro. I like that you're in that mindset. But I guess I always just thought, growing up in a small town like that, you all get bored and everybody,
Well, that's the thing about small towns. Everybody kind of knows each other, especially moving to Bremont. I feel like I have more friends from Bremont than Marlin.
Okay, gotcha.
I do have friends in Marlin, but we just like whenever we see each other, it's just the what's up, how you doing?
Yeah.
Kind of like you seeing the old folk, but I'm closer to my Bremont folks, and
right. Do you want to? Does somebody like you, a small town guy, do you aspire to kind of move into a bigger city? Like I know a lot of people talk about that quite often.
No.
No, yeah, okay, listen, hold on. I'm from New York. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
I am. I'm from Long Island. So I think I
Nice.
talk about it on this show, bro. Like a lot of people, like, oh, you got to move to Dallas and Houston and Austin. Like, but for what? Like, you got to pay for parking out there. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But no, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah. I kind of like. I like Marlin. I like Bremont, so
Okay,
I
gotcha.
kind of want to stay in that area. So
You're giving Bremont vibes. Yeah, you should go to Bremont. I did work in Bremont
Yeah.
too. I didn't have no cell phone signal because at the time I had Sprint. Do you know what that is?
the what?
Sprint.
Yes. Oh yes.
You know what Sprint, the phone company
Yes,
is? Okay, gotcha. Anyway, we're digressing. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, listen, you guys. Jessie Carrizales, he just had his first opening night at C7's Food Truck Park. How did that all go for you?
It went well.
Okay.
It was a lot of people went out there. It was more than I expected, to be honest.
Sure.
There was a little trouble with the food trucks, getting them in because it was my first time. But now
okay.
I have an idea of what to expect.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of trial and error. Okay.
Yep.
So how were you able to? First of all, how did you find a lot of these food trucks to come out? And then how were you able to kind of convince them, like, can you drive 30 minutes to my little park? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it was kind of myself, making calls.
Yeah.
Making calls, posting flyers, and Chefitos, he reached out to me. He was like, "Hey, we want to go out there." I was like,
Oh,
"Come on!"
sweet.
And there was a scenario happened that day. There was a food trailer called Mr. Bay's Kitchen. They're from Copper's Cove,
Okay.
and they actually went to Troy, and they were already parked for the day of. And I called him. I was like, "Well, where y'all at? You're
Yeah.
supposed to be here." And he was like, we're here. And I was like, "Where? You guys are in Troy. I'm in Marlin."
Oh my God. How the hell did you mess that? Not you. How did they mess that up?
I guess they had double booked or something.
Oh, okay. Got you.
And they were like, we're gonna go up there. We're gonna leave. We're gonna tell somebody we're gonna leave here, and we're going out there.
Oh, so they came to you.
Mhm.
Oh, that's how you know you're winning, Jesse. Okay. Yeah. No, that's what's up.
Mhm.
Okay. So you got all these people, and then I guess what would you say the reception for the city was like for you when on your first opening night? Like, did you get a lot of positive feedback?
I did.
Oh, this was pretty cool. You
Yes, yeah, I did. A lot of people liked the night vibe.
Yes.
I posted pictures of how it looked at night.
Yeah.
Everybody liked that, and then just like I said, bringing the community together. I feel like that was good for the kids and
know? Yeah, definitely.
for
You kept
everybody
it
else.
cute. Nobody
Mhm.
was out there fighting.
Nobody.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Because once you start serving alcohol, those kind of
Yep.
areas, they all start acting up. And
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
that-
That's my plan though. Eventually,
to serve alcohol.
I want to. Yes, sir, yes.
I'm gonna go. First of all, when's the next event?
Christmas event.
I'm going. You please send me because I'm for sure going.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
and especially if Chefito's out there, I'm going with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, and I love that too because it's like you said, you in Marlin, it seems like you guys just have like the Dairy Queen, El Charo, which I'm sure there's nothing about El Charo, but they need to be exposed to those
Yeah.
different types of restaurants that like we have here. You know
Yes,
what I mean? That's
sir.
why I really like that you
Yes,
do
sir.
that. You know what I mean? Can I just get a little bit sensitive here for a second? One thing that we were talking about, you brought up your grandpa and how losing him really kind of like driven you to succeed more. It seems like you got a really good head on your shoulders, which I'm happy to see that. You seem like a really well put together young man and just really driven. But I wonder, what was it about? Which I'm sorry for your loss, by the way. It
Thank you.
sounded like you
Mhm.
guys were close. What was it about that you think kind of like sparked more drive for you?
So when it came to my grandpa, he always worked.
Mhm.
He Monday through Sunday, he was just strong, he with if he didn't come here, we wouldn't. He basically set the foundation for us.
Yes.
He's the one that brought us over here, and without him, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now.
Mhm.
And so whenever he passed, it kind of changed everything for me and for my whole family. And it just motivated me to do more because my grandpa he never saw a diploma, he never saw like a certificate, or he was just for him it was just taking care of his family.
Sure.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
No, I see that. Are you okay?
No, I'm good. Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. And it's okay. I appreciate you being so vulnerable. It sounds like he played a really pivotal part in your life. And I bet how long has it been?
It's been a year now.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, sir. And it was what hit us the most. It was just unexpected.
Mhm.
He was 64, young.
That's young, yeah.
He was, and I had seen him that Friday before he passed.
Mhm.
No, that Saturday before he passed. And my grandpa always said, whenever I do like pass, I want to end up in Mexico.
Sure,
And it's crazy how God works because my grandpa he would come and go to Mexico, and that I think he left on a Monday, and then he just stayed over there. It's kind of
So he passed away over there.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
I got you. Can I ask how or was it just age or?
No, it was
Okay.
just I think man, honestly, I couldn't tell you
It's
because
just-
it was
okay.
just different. I heard different stuff.
Okay, got
So
you. I hope that's not intrusive. I
No,
apologize for
no.
that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
okay,
You're
got
fine.
you. Yeah.
But like I said, yeah,
It's still
his.
made an impact in your life.
Yes, sir.
I wonder, Jesse, and it kind of made me think too, like when you talked a little bit about that, and thank you for sharing that with us. I saw that you were getting like really
Mhm.
choked up, and I appreciate your vulnerability. I really do. It shows that we're human.
Mhm.
And so I wonder what it is about a person's death. I thought about this and I thought we could talk about it for just a second.
Mhm.
That shifts a person's paradigm. I wonder what it is that makes us, and why it changes our life so much. You know what I mean? Like why it
Mhm.
just changes the trajectory of our life. So somebody I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
Mhm.
So somebody that's close to you, like your grandfather, a lot of people, they tend to kind of turn down a darker path. You know what I mean? And then just don't have a drive for success. And what made it different for you?
Um, but like I said, that you know, my trying to put my grandpa's last name on the map. You know, trying to you know, he was always, he raised my dad strict. He was strict on my dad, and my dad was strict on us. So
Yeah.
I feel like he's the reason why I'm the way I am. You know, independent. You know, try to be responsible. You know, so
Yeah,
when I can, because
you seem well put together. I'm sure Grandpa would be really happy to
sir.
see that his
Yes, sir.
grandson's doing his thing.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
Mhm. Yes,
Do-
sir.
how much of the things that you want to do you want to do in his name? I mean, I guess, do you know what I mean?
Mhm. So yes, sir. So the C7s, it actually stands for my last name, Carrizales,
Okay.
and then there's 7 of us and my family.
Okay, I was putting that together. I was going to ask you. Yeah, okay.
And I, like I said, Dad, I have a welding business. He always wanted me to have my own welding business because
Really?
my grandpa always did fence.
Yeah.
He worked in the fence, and he's like, whenever you get a fence, we'll help you out, you know.
Yeah.
And so that's what motivated me. And yeah.
I got you. Are you good?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
gotcha.
sir.
Well,
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for that. And you know, how do you reflect on the last year since losing him? Did you find yourself, was there even just an ounce of unmotivation for you when he passed away?
No, sir.
No. Okay.
No, sir. You know, it's kind of this past year. You know, it's kind of just, it's different because he's that family member that's always there trying to keep everybody together. You know, and whenever you lose that family member, it's just everybody just drives away or you know, has their differences with other people. You know, so no, but it's actually motivated me more to be more successful.
And I love that for you. I really do. And you know, I think again that if he's watching you from he's watching you from heaven and really just really proud. I mean, at 24 years old, you've accomplished a lot more than a lot of us at 24. I know at 24, I wasn't opening no food truck bars. Okay, so I think that, you know, if you ever for a second doubt that, you know, that he would not be proud of you, then you should completely just negate that. I bet he would be just so proud of you if he was here right now at 24 years old.
Yes, sir. And I guess also me being his oldest nephew.
Yeah.
I would, like, you know, as a kid, whenever we moved here and we got a house, you know, I'd still go and stay with him every Sunday. I remember coming here to the flea market with him.
Yeah. Okay.
He'd give me $10 and I thought I was the richest kid.
Sure.
And you know, that's why I feel like out of all of my cousins and brothers, no offense to them, but I feel like I was since I was his oldest, I did more stuff with him.
I got you, bro.
As a kid.
Okay, before I don't want to, you know, spend too much on it because I know it's a bit hard. What would you say is the one thing you miss most about him?
Yeah. What I miss most about him? That's a good question. I'd probably say him inviting us over.
Yeah, okay.
Just to keep us together. He's a big loteria guy. He
really?
liked to play loteria with us.
He's gonna hate me. I hate that game. I hate when they break that game out at parties. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm not Mexican.
No.
Well, I'm Puerto Rican.
Yeah, okay.
We didn't grow up on loteria.
Okay.
So every time I go to a party and they're playing loteria, I'm like, I'm out.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a super big family. We're all pretty close. When there's weddings, quinceañeras, everybody comes together and have a good time.
Okay, now I want to go down to Carrizales real quick before we ask you my last thing, and then thank you for sharing that about your grandpa. Okay, I know Santos, which means Andrew Carrizales is your cousin too.
Yes.
Do you know the one that raps, or
Yes,
he did?
sir.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't think he raps anymore. I used to slide in his DMs all the time. Yeah, and he's cool. Like, we're cool. Like, we're friends.
Sir.
Yeah, but I used to slide in his DMs all the time. But I'm talking about the young. He's my age, 30 something. Yeah, but yeah, he's cool. And then Santos, I know Santos, his stepdad. I think those are the only Carrizales that I know. The other ones I'm just friends with on Facebook. I don't really like. No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, got you.
Yes, sir.
But the whole town's friends with me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
okay.
The family tree's big. It goes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Listen, I have been enjoying this conversation with you, Jessie. I just think, again, I'm so just inspired by you to be, you know, as young as that you are, and, you know, you got all these things going on for you. I wonder, you know, we got the C7's food truck park, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now it sounds like you're doing that kind of in spurts. right? So is there ever going to be a time like, we have like Route 77, I think, over here in Waco, like where you just have people that are just there all the time. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. That's my plan eventually.
Okay.
I want to have them rent out the spot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, eventually I want to make it a bar also.
Okay.
Bring a, I like country music.
Yeah, you do.
and I want to bring maybe
you could bring some bands.
Bring some bands out there.
I know a country singer. He was
Really?
on this show. His name is Vinny Tovar from San Antonio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen him. He played at the Union.
Yeah, he played at
Green
Union Grove.
Yeah.
Did you go to that?
I didn't.
Okay.
But my Alex, I'm really DJ Alex.
Oh, I love DJ Alex.
Yeah, I'm friends with them too.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we go back. He can tell you stories. No gay stories. No gay stories. No gay stories. No, there's no gay stories. No, because you gave me that look. I'm sorry. No, I love DJ Alex. Yeah, no, we're actually doing the toy drive again this year. So December 17th. Make sure you guys stay tuned for that. El Rio Western Wear. He does a toy drive every year with Subala DJ, and he was on the show. And we knew each other from the radio, bro. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I was drunk and I was sliding his DMs. But anyway, okay. So yeah, big shout out to DJ Alex and big shout out to everything that you're doing. And before we go, Jessie, I just want to know, you mentioned earlier that you do have your hat business and stuff like that. So you have got like the mindset of entrepreneurship. But can you just talk to me a little bit about your hat business, and are you still pursuing that? Like, do you want to do that with C7s or what's going on with that?
Yes, sir. So. Yeah. That started because I mean, like I said, I like wearing boots. I like wearing.
You're very cowboyish.
Yes, sir. I credit my grandpa to that.
Hello.
He put me in my first pair of boots.
Yeah.
So one day I just bought a steamer from Walmart. You know them clothes steamers.
Yes, I do. Yes.
And I bought one and I just started messing with my felt. And I was like, you know what, I can do something with this.
Sure.
So I started posting it on my Snapchat. I shape felt. So if you need a reshape, get at me.
Bet.
And after that, I had quite a few people get with me, and I just started it back in, I think it's been a year now, a year or two now, since I started my hat company, and honestly, it's been growing.
That's so good.
Yes, sir.
Can we buy is there like a website or something?
It's just my Instagram right now.
Okay.
At Jessie's Hat Co.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And I try to do a drop every 2 months, something like that.
I'm gonna have to get a hat.
Yes, sir.
I'll buy the hat.
No, that's okay.
I am gonna buy the hat. Yes, okay. Real quick, can you just tell everybody I didn't pay you for this interview?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, okay. Because everybody's on my neck right now. They think I'm giving out Pulitzer prizes and Oscar awards for some reason. And anyway.
Yeah.
But Jessie, no, I appreciate you coming on the podcast so much. You made the little joke about your boots. I got my first pair of boots when I went to Mexico too. I got Stingray boots.
Oh, nice.
And they got dirty in Mexico. I got lost in the woods.
But I bet you had fun getting them dirty,
Yeah, I did. I did. The city wasn't very happy with me, but I did. And you know what? I think I was like 26. There you go. You walked into that one. Shut the fuck up. Jessie, thank you for coming on. Now, listen, one more thing before we go, bro. We got C7's food truck. Make sure you guys go follow him on social media. Go check out C7's food truck. We have a Christmas event coming up. When is that? Do you have a date set?
Yes. So I'm shooting for December 20th.
Okay.
Because Marlin has one in December 6th, I believe, and then Bremont has one December 13th.
What do you mean Marlin has one? You are Marlin now.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
No, okay. He's over here trying to keep it cute. Excuse me, Marlin has one. You are Marlin. Okay, what are you talking about? Anyway, when December 6th, December 20th is when your food truck thing is. Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we can go out there. And do you have any restaurants already that have already committed? Or are you still getting those?
I'm still
still working on
doing that. Yes, sir. I just got back from working out of town.
Okay.
And I'm actually going to start working on that today.
Yeah.
With the flyer and everything. So
you got Marlin on December 6th. You know you're Marlin now, right? Do you know that? You were on The Public Affair. You're Marlin now. I'm telling you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you could be cute. You're Marlin now. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Jessie, no, I digress, bro. Why do you think it's your responsibility to change the narrative for Marlin? I mean, like, kind of give these people hope.
Really just... that's a good question too.
Right. I don't mean to. That was a lot to
No.
Okay.
You're good. That's because we're right here, then we're right here. No, it's okay.
I like throw you around on this show, right? It's crazy.
So the question was,
I wonder why you feel like such a sense of responsibility to change the narrative for Marlin.
Well, I don't see it like as a responsibility.
Okay.
I just like peace. I just like having a good time.
Yeah.
I like a lot of people know me. and I know a lot of people too.
Yeah.
So whenever I just like to catch up with people, I like to, you know, go to. Like I said, I'm a big UT fan, so I like the tailgates, and I just like the atmosphere of a lot of people. Just having a good time.
Can I bring beer to the event?
Go ahead.
So it is BYOB.
Yes.
Okay, but if I'm all drunk out there, I promise I'm not like an aggressive drunk. Like I don't fight with people. Ask Alex. I just get really not to you, bro. I won't do that to you, but like I do get handsy. Like, okay. They be jumping on me. God, Jesse, thank you so much. What can you leave us with, bro? I appreciate you coming onto the podcast. We got C7's food truck. We got Jesse's Hat Co. is what it's called. You got your hat business going on. Hopefully, you know, down the line you'll find a nice woman and that'll fit. But for now, what can you leave us with? You want to give us any shout outs, anything that we can look forward to?
Well, I would just want to give a shout out to all my family.
Okay.
You know, all my family from my cousin Luis, Junior. You know, all my first cousins, Chito. I'm telling you, it's a big family.
He's thinking of the not toxic
I'm about to take up all this. I'm about to take up another hour's naming everybody.
Okay,
No, but I just want to give a shout out to all my family because
family,
it's them that's really. It's why I'm doing what I'm doing, and
bet.
without their support, I really wouldn't be doing this. I'd probably be in the street, you know.
Don't be in the street, bro. No, I honestly, you know, we joke about that, but you seem like you have a really big light shining on you. Literally, the sun. I know it's blinding you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's late afternoon here, you guys. But no, I just really want to tell you, I know I've said this 100 times on the show, and I don't want to sound like a broken record, bro, but I'm honored to have met you. I really am going to be rooting for you. I really think that a lot of young people like you around your age or a little bit younger are really being misguided and misdirected. They have no sense of drive. There is no sense for success, and that is what our youth is lacking, and that's why I want to use this platform, not just for that, but if I have the opportunity to do that and highlight somebody like you that's really trying to go out there and make a difference, then I'm gonna do that. Okay, even if just like 50 people watch, it's fine.
Yes,
it's gonna be more than 50. But I'm just saying, you know, I'm proud of you, and I hope that you know that. I hope that I'm sure you know your grandpa's looking down and very happy for you, and your family's probably very proud of you, and just keep doing your thing.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And don't be unmotivated.
Yes, sir. No, that's what I think I'm pretty good at, just staying motivated, you know, even in the ups and downs, you know.
Yeah,
I keep my head high and just keep going, you know.
Yeah. Wait, one more question for you. Why don't you drink?
Why don't I drink?
Yeah. I'm just curious.
Well, my dad probably still whooped my ass at 24.
Oh, really? Is he one of those?
No, I mean, I guess he says he don't mind us drinking. If he sees us drinking a beer, but deep down, I know my dad.
Does he not drink?
No, he does.
Jesse, shut up. Okay. He probably low-key wants to have a beer. You know, I'm going to go see my parents after this. I haven't seen them in months. I don't drink with them.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah, we clash. It's ridiculous.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I just like, you know, I love drinking with like my friends, like DJ Alex and stuff like that. And yeah, I'm gonna go out there. Have you ever had a mimosa?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna bring mimosas to your event on December 20th. Okay.
You should be a vendor.
What am I gonna sell?
Mimosas. You can't sell them.
I can't sell mimosas. Okay. I'm gonna go out there and promo it for you. Okay? I don't sell shit. Right? That's not for me. But Jesse, thank you, bro, so much for coming on.
Yes,
and I wish you nothing but the best of luck. Make sure you guys go follow Jesse Carrizales on all his social media pages. Of course, you want to go follow C7's food truck. We have a social media page for that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you guys want to go follow social media page C7's food truck. Food park. Make sure you guys are following their social media so that way you can see when the events are coming up, and hopefully we're gonna have a long-term thing going on where we can go out there regularly. And
yes, sir. Yes, that's the plan. That's the plan. Yes. To have more tailgates, a lot of events.
Yeah, and he's not gonna say Marlin, and no shade, but he is Marlin, Texas from now on, because if only 4 of your kids are gonna graduate from high school last year, and Jesse wants to do something about that. No, he's not saying it. I will say it. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm glad somebody's stepping up to the plate and showing some motivation. Good for you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're not gonna get in trouble, I promise.
Yes, no.
They're gonna come after me, and these hoes are already after me anyway, okay? And just for the record, too, before we go,
go ahead.
If you guys send me, here's the thing. I invite who I want on the show to highlight them. It is a podcast. This is not the Oprah Winfrey show. I am not nobody, on a pedestal. If you don't like who I had on the show, you can skip it. And if you think you're doing your big one by writing me a long message on Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat or anything, I'm going to send this to him. Please know I deleted it. I didn't read not one sentence of it. I deleted it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I just hate that shit. I just wanted to make it clear.
Yeah, you gotta let go of
Your time's coming too. They're gonna hate on you too because you're being successful. But anyway,
It's okay. It's
no,
all
I'm just
right.
fucking with you guys. We're just being funny. Jesse, thank you so much for coming on to the show, bro.
Sure.
And I really hope that you had a good time, and I wish you nothing but the best of luck. And you can count on me to be there December 20th in
Sir.
Marlin, Texas, at C7's Food Park. So
Yes,
I'm
sir.
really grateful. Listen, thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of The Public Affair. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now, before we leave, I'm just going to give a shout out to just a few more of our sponsors of this episode of The Public Affair. Of course, the Pollo Box and Audio with Jeffrey Monreal, home for all your LED needs and audio accessories, installation of stereos, door speakers, and audio systems. Now, if you hear me pulling up to C7's food truck with my bass, because I have some bass in my car because of Jeffrey, that's me, okay? But I be basing like gangster stuff like Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Christina Aguilera, you know, shit like that. Like, not like Zero and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, but Pollo Box and Audio, and the tint that he's done on my car is fantastic as well. You guys have got to hit him up. And it's the holidays right now, so this makes for a perfect Christmas gift. Pollo Box and Audio, thank you so much for all you do for me in the show. Of course, to my girl, Ana Limones with Hummingbird Party Backdrops in the core. Jesse, if you need a decorator, if you need somebody to go out there and kind of like put a little feminine touch on things, little balloon arches and custom wooden backdrops, Hummingbird Party Backdrops is the place to contact. Now, Anna works effortlessly to make sure that all your events stand out amongst the rest with custom wooden backdrops, balloon props, and so much more. She's definitely the go and works effortlessly to do so. Hummingbird Party Backdrops in the core. Your contact information is on the screen. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. And of course, to my boy Julio Arriaga with JC Painting and Drywall LLC. Contact for all beautiful drywall and new paint for your property, both residential and commercial. His work is honest, true, and can guarantee 100% satisfaction. Truly living by his slogan, just imagine, and we can make it happen. JC Painting and Drywall LLC is who you want to get in contact for all your renovations. They're a trustworthy team, and my boy Julio Arriaga definitely strives for excellence. Muchas gracias por todo, mi amigo. Thank you so much to all of you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to my boy Jessie Carrizales. I'm wishing for a lifelong friendship with you and nothing but success for you.
Sure, thank you.
I will be there December 20th. You can count on it. And I'm bringing the bottles and mimosas, and you are gonna have some. Okay,
Yes, sir.
You're absolutely gonna have some. And then you're gonna have like 5 girlfriends at the end of the night. And whatever you guys see Jessie out there doing at C7's Food Truck on December 20th, Food Park on December 20th, don't forget to always keep it between us.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.